Lord have mercy. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? It's your boy Coach Jai in the building. I am in Virginia somewhere, and the Wi-Fi is not being my friend today. But we made it. Stephon, what's up? Kendra, what's up? Good morning, everybody in the building. Um, we here. Ain't right, but we here, right? That's what they say. Yeah. So we're gonna try to make this work. Thank y'all for tuning in. I finally did get on with the Wi-Fi. It wasn't acting right, but I think we figured it out. So thank y'all for tuning in on IG. And I'm waiting on your guests to pop up in the scene. So I'm up here. I have some stuff that I will talk to y'all about later after the process, but before things happen, I'm not going to open up and talk too much. But I'm up here for a few days. I gotta take care of some business this afternoon. So y'all send me all that good love and good luck and good juju and all that. You know how y'all say all that stuff. Put up a prayer for me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, your boy's up. I'm up. Where's cold at? Well, it ain't really cold. It ain't really cold. It's just not Charlotte weather. It ain't really cold. But we here. Starting from the bottom. And now we're here. Let me taste some of this coffee and see. Yeah. Okay, so number one rule for today is nobody talk about the fact that I'm going to be slurping my coffee because I'm drinking from one of these. Okay? So don't be coming on here and talking about me slurping from my coffee because that is not going to work. That is unacceptable today. Unacceptable today. And my lips ain't popping because I left my Carmex upstairs. And I usually have two, right? So some of y'all might not notice. I usually have two Carmexes. I have one that I keep in my pocket at all times. And I always keep one like in my bag or something just to make sure in case I lose that other one. Well, I was rushing, right? And in the process of me rushing, I left my other Carmex. So I'm trying to get my lighting right because this lighting is not working for me. It's too much. Okay, let's see. Maybe this will work. Boom. Okay, that's better. So hopefully nobody walks in the door behind me. And Kendra, listen, don't talk about my slurping, okay? We already had that. Vivian Reed, good morning. Welcome. Kendra, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Let me get my other phone. We ain't doing that. Only one in the building. What's good? So yeah, it's been that kind of so let's start over from yesterday. I get the call. I know I need to be on this flight. So I'm scrambling about. Now, I didn't tell y'all about it on the show yesterday morning because it wasn't supposed to tell y'all. It was on y'all business. So I didn't tell y'all. And then, so I had to get through my day, rushing things and all this kind of stuff. And try to pack, figure out what to pack. You know, man, we don't do a lot of packing. Like when we don't do a lot of packing, we try to take as least as possible. But I'm always still more than one I'm always more than one outfit. I just believe in having more than one outfit before a wardrobe change. Anything can happen. V, what's good? So I didn't pack till maybe about 40 minutes before I needed to be leaving out the door. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up packing my stuff. But the whole day was just like a big old whatever. Brethren, what's good, Rude Boy? I see you. The whole day was a whole new thing for me. I had so much going on that I never really got my day going. My day just went, shoo, and I missed a whole lot, you know, but it is what it is. You know, I can't be mad. I still made it through the day. I really want to tell y'all so much what's happening, but I'm not. And I'm really not good at that. I'm really not good at keeping those kind of secrets. Like I'm really excited about some stuff, but I ain't telling y'all nothing. Say when things is finalized, but y'all just know your boy's up here in Virginia. So where I'm at, right, is that DC is where DC, Virginia is like right there. In less than 7 minutes, you in another state. I'm really on the cusp. So when I went to the Million Man March years ago, this is where we actually stayed at, which is kind of interesting to be in the same area, and I hadn't been here in that long. And then I'm here remembering what we went through for the Million Man March. Charles, what's up, bro? So yeah, I got an apple cinnamon muffin because they didn't have blueberry. You're supposed to have blueberry. You're supposed to have blueberry muffins. You're supposed to have blueberry muffins. But I'm gonna eat it. You damn right. I'm sure going to eat it. I'm going to eat that muffin like don't worry, you are not cracked and dry. Right, right, Miss Vivian Green. I am not cracked and dry. I'm still moisturized, but I still need my lips to be popping. I don't like when my lips ain't popping. I feel uncomfortable. Like I got self-esteem about that. I don't like that. That's not a good thing for me. So just so that be stated now, I like my lips to be popping. Apple cinnamon is good. Warm it up. No, listen, Kendra. Apple cinnamon may be good, but you gotta have blueberry. That's it. There's no argument in that. The question is over. There's no argument. Illusion is in the building. What's good? There's no argument with that. You have to have blueberry muffin. That is a muffin. As a matter of fact, I was at the airport. Let me tell you about the airport. God almighty. Charlie Douglas Airport last night looked like it was Thanksgiving holiday. It looks like, I mean, it was so many people. Like I went on live and I was like, everybody was rushing. Let me tell you something. I had my mask on. I was about to put two masks on. I felt like I needed two masks on. How long will you be here? This is Cassandra. I'm going to be here just for, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm not going to be here long. I'm only up here really to take care of business and I'm out. So just till tomorrow. You up this way? I'm only till tomorrow because I got stuff to get back to. And I don't know if I got to check and make sure I'm leaving after my show tomorrow, which I think I am, right after the morning show tomorrow. So maybe I'll be able to tell you guys some stuff tomorrow. Or I might do a special live tonight. Yes, Lucian, it was almost, I mean, it was so packed in that spot. It was like Thanksgiving. If you ever been to the airport during Thanksgiving time, I didn't slurp. Yeah, they're back busy and packed. Like I did not know it was so busy like that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Stefan said that they just locked down Chicago again for because people are getting sick all over again. When I go home, I'm going back home. I might not let them go back on the plane. He in my area now. Well, like I said, once I get done, I definitely want to try to get up with you, bro. Before I leave here, so I'm gonna send you a message. Once I get done. Nothing but a quick ride. No, it's no airplane. Airplane. I don't drive. I just want to be clear that I don't drive more than an hour and a half max, unless I just have to. Unless I just really, really have to, and that's got to be, something. No, I wish I was staying longer, but I cannot. I can't stay longer. I have so much to do to stay longer. So, your guest just popped up. I'm gonna bring her on in a minute. I have so much to do, so I can't stay longer. Which I would like to. I really would, but I really can't. I have to get back. But like I said, later on, I'll be able to. I'll tell you what I'm up here for later on. Right now, I'm telling y'all nothing. So y'all stop being nosy, stop being greedy, stop asking me all these questions. No, I ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I made it safe. The ride was cool. It was a really small plane. Like I haven't been on a plane this small. So you don't have the little jets, but they have these little jets now that have two seats on both sides on these little jets. And I know it was the last one that I could catch out to come here at that time, but it just was not. It was not working for me. I didn't want to be on there. I like big planes, and then I like the propeller planes, which people don't like. But the propeller planes are the safest one to drive. If you didn't know, because the propeller planes, if all the engines go, the propeller planes are the only ones that have the real balance that you need to keep the plane going. So I didn't know that until I worked at the airline, and then I figured it out. But anyway, I'm going to bring your guest on. We're going to talk to your guest, find out who she is, what she's about, talk about her life. We're going to get in her business just a little bit, not too much, not too much. So y'all welcome your guest for the day. Welcome to the stage, Miss Gilliam. What's up, young lady? How you feeling?
I feel tired.
So I really did not sleep good last night. I don't even know if I think I did sleep, but I'm not sure. So I don't know. And I guess it's just not being either in my bed or on my sofa. That changes.
Okay.
If you're not in one or the other, if you're not where you're used to being and you go someplace else, it's just not the same kind of get up. But anyway, tell the people who you are, where you from, what you do. Just let us know who you are.
Okay. My name is Gigi. I'm originally from Texas, but I've lived in LA for the last 8 years. So right now it's 7:10 a.m. in Los Angeles, which is
Oh,
way above.
So if your volume is up on your phone, turn your volume down just a little bit. They said they got a little echo coming from your side.
It's an echo?
That's what someone said. And who is this? Wisdom, I can't bring you up, Wisdom Healer. We're not doing that today, right now. I got a guest on, so I'll get back to you later.
Do you hear the echo?
I don't hear it. Mike said it's good now. Mike said it's good now.
I do the stream. I've never heard an echo. So I don't know. It's but yeah, so where did I leave off? So 7:10 in Los Angeles. In LA, I am in the mental health field as a therapist, and then in Texas, I own a small business. Besides that, I think that's about it about me.
So you're like a thug. You got like mad gigs. You hustle. You like hustle man from the fifth floor.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Living in Atlanta definitely put a little bit, because I grew up in the suburbs. So living in Atlanta, I think it taught you to be kind of rough around the edges. Because I went to Clark Atlanta, and all HBCUs are kind of in the hood, So living in the West End for 4 years, if you know anything about the West End, you already know that it's like it's a little rough around the edges. But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I don't have fun in Atlanta. I don't have listen, I've been to Atlanta with a few, with people who have money too, right? Because like if you don't have no money, I don't care where you go, you're not gonna have much fun. But even with people with money, even a few celebrities, friends of mine, I've been to Atlanta and I never I can't wait to go back. First of all, the dudes down there are really extra. They're real extra. And everywhere you go, I'd be ready to punch somebody in their mouth, and I can't do that. I got to remember that I'm not from that no more. But it's real, especially when women around, dudes down there, when there's women around, they get real extra and they get extra loud. And I'll be like, son, I'm not here for that. But anyway, I just don't have fun in Atlanta. Every time I went, we went to, I was with Dungeon Family one time. It was at Rico Wade's crib. He left to go to the game to watch the Falcons. But are you a Falcons fan?
No, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay, this interview is over. I'm gonna hang up now.
All day, every day. I'm from Dallas. What do you expect? I will go get my sweatshirt. Don't make me get up.
I just want no, you can't leave the camera. Too late. You got to be prepared at all times.
Don't play. It's right there. I got pants. I got a whole outfit.
Oh, she's just gonna rub it in. As a Giants fan, I will say Cowboys always have good players.
Yes.
I will never be a Cowboys fan. I'm not a Cowboy hater, but it's just my team is my team. So just like they said, living in North Carolina, I should be a Tar Heels fan, but I'm a Syracuse fan. That's my team, and that's just what it is. You like college basketball?
I don't really watch it. I like basketball in general though, because I used to play, but I don't really watch it. Mm-hmm.
Who's your best point guard of all times?
Best point guard, Allen Iverson.
So AI was a amazing shooting guard, but he wasn't the ball distributor. That's the only thing that wasn't the best. But AI is my brother's favorite player. I love AI.
I loved him. I was like, what happened to him? He was my favorite player though. Used to be Shaq. Because when I was in 8th grade, I used to play post. So he was like my idol. I saw how he dominated the court during the Shelby. Look, I can't even talk. See, guys, it's early. I'm really not up this early. During the Shaq and Kobe era. So I think I fell in love with him then because I watched all his moves. And it's crazy. It's almost nostalgic because growing up in Texas, that used to be my favorite player. Then I ended up moving to LA.
Wow. So are you tall? Because you said you played in the post.
I'm 5'5". I like to say I'm 5'6.5" though. So y'all don't tell nobody.
Take what you gotta have. You gotta have. I believe in that.
Yeah.
My favorite all-time player has to be Magic Johnson.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Magic, number one, was a floor general, and Magic he made other players better. But people don't remember Magic Johnson played all 5 positions in the NBA Finals.
I didn't know that.
All 5 positions from the point guard to the center, and he was effective. So they talk about Jordan with his rings. They talk about everybody, even Shaq. All my point is, none of those people played all 5 positions in the playoffs. And back then, they were pushing and shoving and arm checking and everything. He did all of that. So for me, and my next play is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, now that one I can see for sure. Yeah. That one I can see. that one I can definitely see before.
How did you become a Cowboys fan?
Okay, see, Michael is acting up.
Oh, yeah. So Mike is from this area. He's a Washington fan because they don't have a name now, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's a Washington fan. And we just whooped them, I think. Didn't we just whoop y'all, Mike? I think we whooped y'all.
Mm-hmm. You know, they always got something to say. You know, Cowboys are America's team. I guess I'm from Dallas, but I'm really from Irving, which is like the suburb of Dallas. So a lot of people don't know what Irving is unless they know about the Cowboys, because that's where the Cowboys Stadium used to be before they moved to Arlington. And then if you've ever flown into DFW Airport, that's where Irving is. Irving is actually located in DFW Airport. Mm-hmm. And so everybody around me was a Cowboys fan, and I just have always been loyal to that. So I've gotten a lot of hate since birth about these Cowboys, and I don't care. Like, I don't care.
One thing I've learned about Cowboy fans is they don't care.
Don't care at all. Like I used to go to the 24-hour fitness in LA, like off of Slauson, and it's almost like the club. 24-hour fitness is like the club. But ooh, they used to be upset. But it would be a war, like, because there's a lot of Cowboys fans in LA, ironically. So I don't mind.
I will say you find a lot of Cowboys fans anywhere you go, except New York City. New York City, I don't know any Cowboys fans in New York City. I don't see it. New York City is big time with the Giants or the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Steelers fans, and that's because before the Giants came about, the Steelers was the closest team, so New York fell in love with the Steelers. But only time I met Cowboy fans is when I moved to the South.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where did you live in the South?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So living in the dirty. Yeah, it's just not my forever place. Like I thought at one point in time this would be it, but nah, I'm going out of the country. I want to have 2 residents out of the country. I prefer a place in Africa and a place in Italy, somewhere like that. But I'm also looking at South America. So I plan on teaching abroad. So doing what I do all across the country. And I can have my clients can still be here and I can still be in another country and do my work. So
yeah, that's smart. I always wanted dual citizenship somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit harder than I thought it was. When I started looking at dual citizenship, I'm like, there's a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of different protocols and there's a lot of steps to do that. And so I was like, all right, let me take a step back and plan this out a little bit better.
Yeah. So let me ask you this on that note. If you can say money is not an object at this moment and your forever home could be any place in this world, what does that look like? Where would you be?
I'll be in Texas.
In Texas? Like your forever home?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a diehard Texas girl and I love to travel. Okay. But home is where the heart is. And so if it was up to me and I could have a dream house, I would make it big enough so if my entire family wanted to live. I don't know if you've ever heard of Greenleaf, but the show Greenleaf. And in Greenleaf, the mansion is so big, they have so much land that the whole family can live there. They got a back house, they got different houses. And so if it was me, I would literally buy or build this huge mansion and then maybe little compounds and it'll be different streets and all my family could just come and live there. Because that's when I used to go to South Carolina in the country, that's where my dad is from. But Ruby's house was here. Like Grandpa's house was right behind it. Wanda's trailer was across the way. Aunt Sadie was right next door. Like everybody kind of lived together.
What part of South Carolina?
In South Carolina, yeah.
What part?
Yeah, so I used to spend summers. It's called Joanna.
Joanna, where was that?
It's by Clinton.
So when my family came to this country, they came through South Carolina. It was Robert Small is a descendant of mine.
Mm.
Well, I'm a descendant of his rather. He came through Beaufort, South Carolina, but a lot of my family was in that area in Georgetown. So Georgetown,
Mm.
South Carolina, like anywhere in that area, right around Florence and all that stuff, like 35 minutes from Myrtle Beach. That's
Okay.
yeah. So that's why I was asking because I always meet somebody from like, where you at in South Carolina? So you wouldn't move to South Carolina?
No, that's too country. I mean, Joanna was dirt roads, so I was like, yeah, no. Even Columbia is about maybe an hour away from Joanna, so it's better, but it's still not like how it should be.
Yeah, I'm not moving to the country, but little
What about
known.
you? Where would you have your house?
Oh, so probably it would be I would go to Africa. I would be somewhere in Africa, but the setup would be amazing. Like my setup would be the whole back of my house would be just the large windows. It would be nothing but just the large windows with that tint on it that I could see out and you can't see in. And I plan to just be looking at the ocean in the morning. And to be honest with you, if it was my choice, I'd have a separate house for my family. They could all just be over there. Just don't come here. Damn it. Just go over there until I'm ready, and then y'all can come over here. Only one who have free range to my house is my Umi. My mom, she could have free range any given time. But my siblings, I love all of them. The only one I probably can't keep out is my brother Witz and my youngest brother because they don't listen to nothing I say anyway. They just come and do what they want to do.
Right.
But everybody else, I'm locking them out. Just stay over there till I wake up, and then y'all can come on over.
No, I heard that. I think because I travel so much, I wouldn't mind having different properties in a perfect world. But I've always like, if I could set up a place where my family could live and they didn't have to pay rent, I would do that. And then I would probably be gone most of the time because even in LA, I'm always gone. Gotcha. People always like, are you in town? Where are you at? They always be like, you out of town again, huh?
In other words, make that big money so she can move when she's ready to move.
You got to. You got to. You literally have to some kind of way. So that's what I'm working on now, trying to figure out those different streams. Yeah. Especially now, like it showed you can't really depend on a 9 to 5, really. You really got to figure out a way to be an entrepreneur and bring your own income as well. So,
gotcha. How does that work? So you have a family?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how does that work with family life? How do you balance it to be an entrepreneur and having a family?
Oh, you mean like, am I like married?
I'm married, cohabitating, like they say, children's with an S or Z, like they say in the South.
Okay. I don't have any kids.
Okay.
But and I'm not married, I should say. But I just think with anything, it takes balance.
Absolutely.
I think anything takes balance and planning. Yeah. I am a planner. Like I can be spare the moment, but I do plan. So, and I've been blessed where my schedule is flexible as long as there's like a plan. So it's like, like every morning I'll have like a to-do list, and my handwriting sucks, so don't judge. But it's like a little to-do list or whatever, and then I'll literally will write down what I want to do for the day or for the week. And then some days, if I'm like, I'm kind of bored, I'll go on Google Flights and I'll look up the cheapest places between this date and this day, and then I'll plan to go.
Oh, that's fly. That's fly. You take my notes. Google Flights. Yeah. I want to travel this entire globe. I want to be in so many different countries, even when I can't speak the language, and be able to teach my creative writing workshops in all these places. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to. I want to go to. I don't know what it is about Italy that you keep calling me back to Italy. I want to go to Italy. I plan to be all over Africa. Like, there's some things I'm working on that will have me all across that continent. I can't wait. And I might be on that continent for 20 years before I can leave. But I really want to do that. There's just some things that's within me that I want to do and express when I'm over there. So,
which part of Italy did you go to?
I don't know. So I have what I have a master class is what I call it. And with the
Mm.
master classes, I am producing books from that. I'm publishing all the poets that are in my master classes. And those books I'm going to be sending to universities across the world and
Mhm.
seeing what kind of work I can get with that so they can see the work that I do and stuff like that. So wherever the work takes me, I'll be there. I don't have
Oh,
a
okay, I thought
like,
you said Italy was calling, so I thought you had visited Italy before.
oh no. It just be calling me in my sleep.
Okay, okay. So what's
Like,
been your favorite country that you visited?
I haven't been out of the country. I haven't. So
Really?
because with so you know how it is growing up in the hood. You don't move 20 miles without, and they say you stay in a 20-mile radius. So when I left New York City, I was still dealing with my PTSD really high. So I didn't do a lot of moving from there. So I didn't start doing a lot of traveling until after I really left New York City. Um, and it's just been in the States, so I haven't been out. I have my reasons why I didn't go out of the state, but out of the country. But there are, some things that I started seeing that I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. So I took on a job at the airline in
Okay.
'08 so that I could start traveling down the country at obviously a cheaper rate. But then I was disabled out in 2011. I got hurt on the job, so that took that away. So starting back over with some things, but that's my plan is just to be everywhere.
Okay, when you gonna start?
I'm planning that now. That's why I'm up here. That's why I'm up here in Virginia right now because I'm making moves for that. That's next. That is next.
Yeah, I call it traveling is my drug of choice.
Wow. Well, that's a good drug. It's addicting, isn't it?
It's addicting, it's expensive, but it's worth it. You learn so much, you learn so many things when you're able to go to like different countries
Yeah.
and see like different cultures and how other people live. And for me, growing up in conservative Texas,
Mm-hmm.
that really opened my eyes up to a whole nother world that
Yeah.
I never even knew of. If it wasn't for that, then who knows who I would be today? Because I thought everybody was the same. Like I thought everybody was like America. And it wasn't until I went to a different country that I realized in different countries it's more so about where you're from versus
Mm-hmm.
your where you're from and your nationality versus your skin color.
Gotcha.
So you can be from France. When I lived in England, you can be from France and I'm American and they're not gonna like you, but they're gonna like me, or vice versa. If you was
Yeah.
from America and I'm from France, they're gonna love you and they're not gonna like me. And so it's
Gotcha.
really about nationalities versus like just the color of your skin, which I thought was really interesting.
I've heard that so much too. So where have you gone?
Really?
Where have you visit? Yes, yes. And I also heard that black men are top notch outside this country. Like everybody loves black men all over over this world, except here. Well, not everybody, but it's like we're a hot commodity outside of this country.
I mean,
Yeah.
same for black women.
Well,
Black women
y'all
are
a
like
hot commodity everywhere. Where aren't you a hot commodity? They just don't treat you right here. But everywhere in this world loves a black woman. I mean, that's a given. That's a given.
yeah, it's it's interesting though because like you said, other countries definitely love us. They love our culture. I mean, when I say us, meaning black men and women, bless you.
Like,
But here it's like you love us, but you kind of hate us too. Like it's interesting. Like
they
you're
love us
obsessed with
surprisingly.
me because you can't beat me, or you just I don't understand. So that's how America treats like uh black men and women. Like we love you, but we really hate you. It's like
Yeah.
a love hate thing. But other countries, they love just flat out love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Tell us about the countries you visited.
I go to a different country every year.
Are y'all listening? She's black too, and she's young. Okay, y'all better be listening.
Yeah, I go to
Tell us
different.
tell us your top 3 favorite spots.
Top three, and forgive me, it's early in the morning, so my allergies are
Okay,
messing
that's okay.
up. I have Thailand. I would
Thailand.
definitely go back to Thailand. I went to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and um, Phuket. Love Thailand. Let's see. I can see myself living in Thailand, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Why
it
is
was
that? Tell me about it. Tell me what makes that.
food was good. The people were nice, and it's cheap to live there. And it's just like if you want party, you go to Bangkok. If you
Mhm,
just want to relax, you go to Chiang Mai. Like
mhm.
when I went to Chiang Mai, they had a group just for Black people.
Okay.
So I'll never forget. I just flew in. I hadn't slept. We saw the
Mhm.
temples. I crashed. Woke
Oh
up. I
wow.
asked my friend. I was like, "Girl, where you at?" She's like, "I'm at the club." She met up with these black people that have a group there in Chiang Mai. I go into
Hmm.
the club. They playing "Back That Thing Up," and I'm like, "Wait,
Really?
where am I?" So they have all this hip hop music
Uh-huh.
in Chiang Mai, in the middle of Thailand. And so I just think it's interesting that like in different parts of the world, like they still play like hip hop music, you know, in the middle of Thailand, and we listen to the same thing that we'll be listening to in the States. It was interesting. And then the people are just nice. Like we wanted to go to another spot. I found myself riding a scooter, riding on
Wow.
someone's scooter to the next place. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll take you guys."
Wow.
So um, it was just you have to be you definitely have to be open minded, but it was fun, and yeah, it was fun. So that would be one of them. What's been my other one? I used to love the DR.
Okay.
The DR is the place I love dancing, like salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton.
Hmm.
So, because I used to love Zumba, so I used to take my Zumba moves to different countries. And when I tell you that, like in the DR, they love to dance. They love to dance. They love to party,
Yeah.
and they'll just they have no restrictions. And so I've been there twice, different parts. So that would be my second, and then my third. I don't know. I like Bali, but I got sick in Bali, so I would still go
Oh,
back. Yeah. Um. mm, I guess I could say Bali. That was fun. Yeah, but I think the DR and Thailand were like my top two for
so
sure.
first I want to say, so the U.S. dollar, that's the U.S. dollar in Thailand.
Yeah,
So it's very
that's what I said. It's cheap.
your money go a long way in Thailand. I
It
just
is so cheap.
listen. I'm on it because I've been looking at some places, and we're looking at Gambia. My brother's going to Gambia next year to look at some property out there. Um, Costa Rica was my first place I wanted to go,
Costa Rica is fun.
but it's starting to
Co-
get too many Americans are moving there now.
Americans are everywhere.
But it's too many
Uh,
going. It's too many going. So it's
it's
getting ready to
not too
spike up.
many.
I'm telling you.
Now in Mexico, then yes.
Yeah, Mexico. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in Mexico it is. It's I just got back from Mexico maybe like a month ago. Was it a month? Maybe a month ago. And that's definitely yes, Kendra, flower bathe in Bali. Girl, you will love Bali. Because it's like, okay, they have these you can stay in a resort,
Hmm.
which is where we stayed, but which is nice too. But then they have these beautiful like places that you can like rent out a whole place to yourself. And that's still cheap, super affordable. We can have
Hmm.
your own private pool. You can order your own chef. Like it's just nice.
Yeah.
Um, oh, Tiffany and her family lives in the DR. I love the DR. I
Mhm.
will definitely go back. I have to go back to Bali too because once I got sick, it was like I was checking through the days,
Mhm.
but I want to go back where when I'm not sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How long is that flight?
The flight to Bali was about 21 hours.
Yeah. How long did
Yeah,
you stay?
I stay like a week.
Okay.
So I need
I,
to
I,
stay longer.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm flying that long, it's got.
It's smarter to do that. Uh-oh, you're frozen. Is it just me? Hello? I don't know. He's frozen on my end. Oh no, I don't know what happened. I guess it's just me and you guys. I don't know what happened. Yes, Kendra, it was 21 hours to go to Bali. Thailand was like 19, which is still long. Like, yeah, it's just a long time. So I would definitely go back. I would definitely go back. I want to go to Africa. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Africa, but I would love to go to Africa. Hopefully. Oh, Christina. Hey, girl. I didn't know your real name. You know, hold on, Tiff. He's working. Christina, in your Instagram name is all an illusion. So I didn't, you know, if it's just me or like Instagram, you'd be like, hi, all an illusion. You don't know people's real first names. So I never knew that was your first name. Mystical. Nope, it's not just you, Gigi. Okay, girl. I was like, dang, because my Wi-Fi be tripping sometimes. Kendra Yates says, is it direct flights? No, not from LA. So when I was going to, when I flew to Bali, it was from LA to, I can't think of it. I can see it. Singapore. It was Singapore. So I went from LA to Singapore, stayed a night in Singapore, and then I went from Singapore to Bali. That is a long flight, y'all. So you have to wear your compression socks. You got to get your books. You really got to be prepared. And I've heard people say, well, I just drink the whole flight, but you don't want to do that. That's definitely not the way to go either. Like, you need to make sure that you have your books, you eat right. You can have a drink or two, but you don't want to be drunk on a plane and be on the plane for like 12 to 13 hours. That's not the way to go. But if you mentally prepare for it, because Vivian Reed says, I don't think I could even envision a trip like that, like you took. I think if you mentally prepare for it, then you're more inclined to be able to do it. Because trust me, traveling 21 hours, I just was like, I don't want to do it. But I thought about the Bali swing. Like, if y'all go on my Instagram, you'll see at the bottom some of my pictures. But I thought about like the Bali swing. I thought about the beautiful scenery. I thought about being able to see different people, experience different cultures. I think that was the incentive for me. So you always have to ask yourself your why of why you're doing things sometimes to like get you to do them. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, well, what's my why? Yeah. So let me know if y'all have any questions. I don't know if he's going to join back in or not. I don't want to take over the show. Vivian Reed said, I've been to Puerto Rico and St. Thomas. Okay. I've never been to St. Thomas, but I have been to Puerto Rico. Loved Puerto Rico. I thought it was so much fun. And I'm glad I went before the flood happened. Yeah, I'm glad I went before the flood happened. Tiffany says, I have to be a little drugged up, put me to sleep. Some people do be knocked out. Yeah, some people do be knocked out. Yeah. I think it just depends on the person. You got to do what works best for you. So yeah, I've seen that too. Kendra Yates says, yes, I have to swing too. Girl, yes, the Bali swing is scary, but it is a lot of fun. And very picturesque. So those of you that love pictures, Bob. Vivian says the food was good. The food was the best in Thailand. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael says go to his Instagram live. Oh, okay. So am I supposed to go to his live? Is that Michael? Is that where he is right now? Okay, so I'm going to log off of here. And then I will, so guys, follow us over to Instagram. My next drip will be to the PR so I can bring my children. Christina, yes, go ahead and do that. All right, guys. Well, bye. Good talking to you. I guess we'll finish up on his Instagram live. All right. Bye.